So there's something I forgot to talk about. Um, I went and put in a job application today, and right when I walked in, there's these people standing there that work there, or one of them worked there at least, who like one has a plaid shirt on. I always see people with plaid shirts, with like black and white plaid shirts on. It like it's like a Masonic checkerboard, I guess. I don't know, but I always see that, and like I'll see the Masonic checkerboard shirts too. But I always see people with black and white plaid shirts on, and then it was just someone with a black and white plaid shirt on and someone with a red shirt on, like next to each other, like talking to each other or whatever. And right as I walked by them, like right as they're across, they're all like all the way across the room. But like right as I walked by them, at like a 90-degree angle to the right of me, the music on the speaker turned on, like the music that they have on the speaker in the building turned on, you know. And then I walk up, I hand them the application, and they're like, they ask for my ID to like get a copy of it. So I don't know, but I don't know why they do that, but they need to scan my ID, I guess. So I hand it to her, and then she takes it back to the scanner behind the counter, and then right at that moment they come up with the red shirt and the plaid shirt. They walk up to there where I'm at the counter, and then the red shirt one sits next to me, and then the plaid shirt one like walks behind the counter and walks in front of me. And then when she walks back the other way, she walks by the person scanning my ID, like she's behind her. And right as she walks by her, she's finishing scanning my ID, and then she walks back. And then they were doing engine sounds again in my apartment, as always, but like, it's just like, I'll just hear engine sounds like when I like move, when I do anything. Like I was just like laying in bed, and then I get up and there's an engine sound. And like while I was laying in bed, they were making engine sounds synced up with my neighbors coughing and shit, making sounds and shit. They kept making sounds synced up with engine sounds outside. And then there was more engine sounds. And sometimes it's just like a short engine sound, and sometimes it like takes off and then it just keeps going, and then it syncs up with something else. Or like this one was going off, it was like going off, and then like right when it stops, my neighbor coughed. Let's see what stalkers are outside right now. It's 10 o'clock. Are they out there? I bet. Oh. Are they out there? I don't see them yet. I hear engine sounds. Is that stalkers? Probably. I heard them like right after I walked up to my window. It wasn't right when I walked up, but it's probably stalkers though. But those are far away engine sounds though. Those ones earlier that I was talking about, those are right next door. And like I said, they don't really do that when I go live though. Like they'll make quieter engine sounds and they'll make like more subtle engine sounds or whatever. Or it'll just be a shorter, a shorter one, but like they don't do all the crazy shit that they do when I'm not live. They go crazy with their engine sounds right outside. Right outside. There's a whitey syncing up with a car right now. And then there's the engine sound that seems synced up with it. I'm hearing a sound. I don't know if it's an engine sound or a plane coming that's gonna fly over my head. I don't know it yet. Oh, I see a car coming. Is it gonna stalk? It's a white car. Oh shit. Is it gonna stalk when he gets over there? Oh, he's gonna stalk with another car. Is it another white one? Oh, it's a silver one. I think they were stalking together. They didn't really meet each other at the intersection, but they might have did some other synced up thing together. It's just two cars driving out again and then no cars again, so it's probably stalkers again. This white truck is driving out now. Is there gonna be another car again? Nope, not that time. Cool, I don't really see any stalkers right now. I was thinking there's gonna be a bunch of stalkers. There's a siren going off right now as a motorcycle drives out, though. And then he syncs with a car. So, like, there might be more stalkers all of a sudden in a minute. Just never know. Here comes another car. Oh, here comes all the stalkers now. Is they gonna sync with another car? Nope. Alright. How many stalkers gonna be in the next wave of stalkers? Is there gonna be more of them? I know they're out here. So here comes the siren. Is it gonna drive by me? I don't think it is. I think it's driving away from me. It turned on synced with the motorcycle though. It sounds like there's a helicopter or something out here. I don't know. I don't know, man. That siren drove off in the distance, so it didn't want to drive by me this time. That's good. Get the fuck out of here. This car's got one light on his tail light, on his one tail light. Got one light bulb. But he didn't sync with a car though, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a guy with a light out on his tail light for once. Maybe, man. I'm sure they're out there. Light bulbs don't last forever, so here goes a whitey and another car right behind it. And they look synced. And then when I went to Walmart today, here's a whitey and another car and another car. And then another whitey. Here comes all the stalkers. Like, oh shit, he opened his window. Go get in your car right now. Go, go. When I went to Walmart today, there's these like teenage girls that came out of the bathroom with red shirts on and like were like giggling and shit. Like as I walked away from the checkout, and they're just like looking right at me and like, ooh. And then there's this lady who like walked up next to me out of the checkout, like as I'm walking out of the store. She's got a camo shirt on, and she just walks up right as I walk by the checkout that she's at, and just like walks out in front of me basically. And then the last time I was at Walmart, there was a guy, he's like, he was a veteran, I think, and he had like, I think he had camo on or whatever. And he just does that with the scooter cart thing. Just rides up right next to me. And I just saw a bunch of bots drive out, synced with each other with a bunch of whiteys and other bots, and these people just walked out of the building, and they were probably bots. And this truck driving out is syncing with a truck driving by me, or a motorcycle driving by me. And then he's gonna sync again when he gets over there with a one tail light car. That might be the one that I just saw a minute ago with the half tail light. And then he drove out on the street, synced with it going around the corner, and then I heard a dumpster slam or some type of noise like that. Or a car door, I think, actually. I just heard another one. Yep, and there's the truck starting. It was a car door. It's the whitey, I bet. The loud whitey. That's always out here stalking. And then I saw 3 stalkers on the street. And now there's no more cars again. But this truck's out here rumbling and he's gonna take off synced. And then this truck is driving out and then he syncs with another car at the other corner. They're all out here now. And then it syncs with a motorcycle at the other corner, and then it syncs with a whitey, and then and the truck is backing up right as the whitey gets to the intersection, and it's taking off. And is it the whitey truck? Yup, it's the whitey truck. Oh, this is a different whitey truck though. It's not the same one that I always see, but he's driving forward right as his car gets to the intersection. And then he's driving out next to me with the Domino's car getting to the intersection. They bother you? Oh. And now there's nothing, absolutely nothing. And then, and then something spooky's gonna jump out at me, and I'm gonna be like, And then like whenever I go to Walmart and places like that and grocery stores and shit, and then these two cars are sinking at the intersection. Um, they'll have people like in the aisles where I go to, because I just always buy the same shit. So they'll have people in the aisle or like standing right in front of the thing that I'm going to get, or like coming out of the aisle and just like getting in my way right at the end of the aisle. Like they did that today at Walmart. They just come out with a red shirt on and they just have the cart in the way, and the other girl has her back to me and she's like standing in between the cart and the edge of the aisle, and they're just completely in my way, and they're just coming out right as I walk up to the aisle. And it's just the most immature, childish shit. They just act like they don't see you, and they're like, "Oh, sorry." Or they'll just, and then like they'll just be standing, like it'll be like an employee working there, and they're like scanning shit, and they just got like a cart or whatever, or someone with a shopping cart or whatever, and they just got their cart parked right in front of the thing that you're trying to get. Just parked like right up against the shelf, you know? They just always do shit like that. Just always, just every day. That's all. Just all day, every day. This red car synced with a whitey, and then another whitey drove out, and then they're syncing again with the whiteys at the other corners. And then I hear my neighbor talking synced, I think, with these black and silver cars syncing up. And then this black truck is turned on in the parking lot. And he might be synced with his engine sound. I don't know, but he's coming out. He's gonna get in it, and he's probably gonna pull off synced and do about 20 sync things before he finally leaves the fucking parking lot. Because he's probably just another fucking stockhead bitch. I saw these two cars syncing up. But other than that, there's nothing going on. But he's getting in his truck. He's probably another one. I hope not. How many times have I been committed to mental institution? Never. I'm not committed. He backed up with a white truck, with a white SUV, and then another white SUV when he drove forward, and then it's getting to the intersection right as he drives out of the parking lot onto the street. And then he's driving to the other corner, and he's syncing with another car at the other corner, and it's another black car probably. Is it another black car? Yup. It's another black car with the black truck. And then there's nothing again. It's quiet out here now, though. Now that I started recording, it's quiet. There's this car in the background. Is he gonna be a sinkhead when he gets to the other corner? There's these two whiteys, and then there's a third whitey driving out, and then, uh, and then, How many times a day do crazy people tell me I'm crazy? What kind of crazy question is that? Here comes a truck. Is he a stalker? He's parking right at this place where they always stalk, and then backing up. I don't know if that was a stalker thing, but he's backing up. And then a cop drives out, and I think he's synced with it. He stops backing up right as the cop gets to the intersection, and then parks his truck. Spin in a circle 47 times? Why? Why? What's that do? Does that turn on the cheat codes or something? Here comes a car. And then right when he gets to the other corner, there's bottles slamming in a dumpster. Glass bottles in a dumpster sound. Here goes a car driving by me. Is it a stalker again? It's another black car. Is there gonna be a silver car with it? Right when he stops driving, a silver car drove out, and then a black car with it. You see his taillights? That's a stalker head. He's sitting out here parked, stalking me. And then he's driving out, and it seems synced with these cars driving out. And then he's going out on the street. Did he go? Where did he go? He might have parked or something, I don't know. But he did synced whatever he did with the cars on the street. And then there's two black cars again synced. And then there's another black car with the black cars. And then there's the cop car, the same one, I think, behind the other black car. And then there's another banging noise synced with the cars. And then there's nothing again. Oh, I see this car's tail lights again. Is he gonna take off again? Oh, I see a cat. Is he gonna sink? He better not sink. He's crossing the street. Right when he gets across the street, they close the door on the black car. And then it's taking off again. And then it's sinking with these cars at the intersection as it drives forward. These two cars got to the intersection at the same time. And then he's driving back out of the parking lot again. Synced with a cat and some cars. Actual facts. I think it's, yep. The cat's still walking across the parking lot. Is he gonna do another thing? The black car synced with another car at the intersection and another black truck backing up and stopping right at that moment and then taking off out of the parking lot. He probably synced with the cat, but I don't see the cat anymore. I don't know. He probably synced with it walking around the corner. And then these two cars drove out. I think it's black and silver again. It's just two cars again, you know? So they were stalkers, most definitely. Because it's just two cars and then no cars again, you know? Here goes the Domino's car. I don't know what he did that time. Did he do something? Was that an unstalkered Domino's car? Right down this historic day, I saw unstalkered Domino's car. That's a historic moment. He probably did a stalker thing though. He probably synced with a cat, or he synced with some guy poking his red hat out around a corner of a building real fast and then walking back. Just a fucking a, a random just a slight tapping noise in the walls or something. I don't know. He might have synced with something. Probably did. But if not, then there's one person that works at Domino's that's not a stalker, so that's good. Maybe. There's hope. You know, I used to work at Domino's, and I'm not a stalker, and I never stalked in a Domino's car. So I got stalked in the Domino's car by stalkers and by Domino's cars, but I never stalked with the Domino's car, though. So maybe it's another one that works at Domino's that's not a stalker like me. But when I worked there, though, everyone was a stalker. Everyone. And every time I see a Domino's car, it's a stalker. And these two white cars right now are stalkers. And then there's another stalker and another stalker. And they're black and silver stalkers, I think. And then the black car is coming around now. And then there's going to be another stalker with it, I think. Is there going to be another stalker right now? My neighbor just started talking. Was that it? Get back to us when anything the least bit interesting happens. I mean, it's not interesting that there's stalkers out here. I mean, yeah, they're just cars driving around. It's boring, but like, they're stalkers though. Isn't that crazy? And isn't it crazy that they stalk with their children? Isn't that crazy? I just look out my window and I see stalkers driving around synchronized and doing a bunch of stupid, retarded, synchronized activities. Isn't that insane? That I'm surrounded by stalkers doing synchronized stalker activities. Isn't that insane? Like, I don't just sit here and stare at them all day, but isn't that insane though? They're doing it again. They've been doing it with a few cars, and here they go again with more cars. It's kind of chill out here tonight, though. It's kind of like, you know, stalkers. Like, they're doing it pretty frequently, but like, it's a few cars. each time. Like, it's not like a bunch of cars yet. It'll be like 5 of them at the most, but then it'll be nothing again. So, right now, it's kind of chill. And then right now, there's been nothing for a while, but the AC outside my apartment is on, and it's probably, you know, it probably doesn't even do anything. It's probably not an actual AC, it's just a sound machine. So it's just on right now. It's not turning on and off right now, but it's just on right now. And it probably isn't even a real thing. It's just a sound machine to harass me. That's what I think. Because it just turns on and off constantly, most of the time. Oh, here's someone walking out. And then there's a car on the street, and I think it was synced. And yep, and then as the person walks around, there's another person walking out behind them. And then a white truck is driving out, and then this car is backing up right as a white truck goes around the corner. And it's a white car even, and then they're driving right by me right now. And then another white truck drives out on the street at the same time. And then this red truck is backing up now, the other guy that walked out. And then another car drove out when he stopped backing up, and it's another red truck. And then he's gonna drive by me. And then this other white truck started at some point. I don't know when it started, but it's probably another one. And I think my neighbor just sneezed, synced with a car going through the intersection or something, or coughed or something. And then the white truck is backing up, and I think it started doing it when the car went through the intersection or something. And then he's gonna drive by me. What's gonna happen when he drives by me? There's another car driving out at the same exact time, and it's white, I think. Is it? I think it's silver, actually. And then it's syncing with another car. Oh, it's a blue car. Is this a red car? It was a red car. It was a blue and red sync. And it synced with a white truck driving right by me. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like psychotic? Those white cars, you think? I don't know. There's just one car, man. Here goes the engine sound, and there's a red car. And then right when he gets to the intersection, the AC outside my apartment turns on. What else? Hear this engine. Is it a stalker engine? Or just a regular engine driving by? Is it a stalker again? I don't know if it was a stalker or not. I don't know. My refrigerator just turned on, synced. My refrigerator just always got to turn on synced every time and turn off synced every time. Every time. This car is driving out. Is it a stalker? It synced with the whitey. Then this other car drove out right after the whitey, and I'm like, is it a stalker or not? I don't know. But then this Domino's car just synced with a whitey, though. Or no, it was two whiteys. It was just a van. And then it synced with another whitey at the other corner. And then he drove by with no headlights on. Sometimes they'll just have no headlights on. Someone needs to pull over these stalkers. They just drive around with no headlights and one headlight and one tail light. And they blow through stop signs. And they do U-turns and shit. And they stalk illegally. They just do a whole bunch of illegal activities. Someone needs to pull them over. I wonder if I drove around with one tail light, how long it would take for me to get pulled over. Probably 20 minutes. I saw a silver car by himself. So right on. Keep doing that, silver car. Keep being unsynced. I like that guy in the silver car. He seems cool. Whoever that is in the silver car, hit me up. You seem cool, bro. Anyone that's unsynced, hit me up. Really, though. Because I don't know where they're at. You know, I laugh a lot and stuff, but really I'm just like, I saw another car by itself. Those guys seem cool. Nice. Nice. And there's no stalkers right now, and there's no engine sounds right now. And the AC outside my apartment is just turned off, and it's probably doing that synced, but hey. There's no stalkers right now, though. Oh, here comes a truck. Is he a stalker? I heard some noise right when you drove around the corner. I don't know what that was, if it was stalker noise or not. Might have been someone tapping on the wall, synced or something. I don't know. Could have been, or it could have been another truck that drove by himself unsynced. I don't know. Cool. So I saw 3 cars unsynced, and then I saw the Domino's car unsynced. What about this car right now? He looked unsynced too. It was just one black truck. Nice. So I've seen like 4 or 5 unsynced cars since I started recording 40 minutes ago. It's been 40 minutes already. Well, this car just drove around the corner right as the AC outside my apartment turned off. And then I wonder, like, you know, there's gotta be other TIs out there, so I don't know if there's any around here or what. But I wonder, like, you know, like if I see cars going through an intersection synced, like what if one of the cars is a TI and then like there's all these whiteys meeting him at the intersection, and then he just looks like another one of them. He just looks like another stalker in a bunch of stalkers to me, because if I see him syncing up with cars at the intersection, but they're actually syncing on him to stalk him. You know what I mean? Oh, this car's driving through the intersection right as a car drives by me. And then it's driving around the other corner as he gets to the edge of the parking lot. And then I think I heard an engine sound synced with him driving out of the parking lot. And then it's nothing again. And then the AC outside my apartment turns on right after I say that. And then the car's driving out. And then, is it gonna sync? It didn't sync. Yes. That's what I like to see. It didn't sync. Oh, here comes another car. Is it gonna sync? It synced. That one synced with the red car. And then it's syncing with another car. They synced. And then I think it synced with another car. And now there's no more cars. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna say is they've been shooting frequencies in my ears. I mean, they always do, but like, it like comes and goes. It gets like less frequent, more frequent sometimes, but it's more frequent lately, and it's been more intense lately. Or like, at least last night it was when I was walking around recording. When I was like over by the library, right after I went over the bridge, I just get this frequency in my ear that was like, it almost feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like the energy in my head shifts. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, it just feels like it fucks me up somehow. But like,
I don't know how to even say what I'm trying to say, but I just get this ringing in my ears though, you know. And it was just like really intense last night on the when I was walking around the video, and then like there was nobody over there though. But then like I walk by the park and there's just this cop car sitting over there in the parking lot. And I'm like, was it the cop? Cuz there was nobody else over there near me. So I wonder, was it the cop? In his cop car shooting frequencies in my ears? Cause I don't know how the technology works, but I assume they gotta be like close to you or something. And then like sometimes my neighbors like I'll hear them walking in the hall, and then like right when they walk by my apartment, I'll get frequencies in my ears. This is a stalker walking by me right now. She's gonna stalk me, as always. But yeah, I wonder, was it the cop? And like his car was just turned off, like he was just sitting there in the park. Like I didn't even realize he was over there until I walked over next to him. I don't know, man. Was it the cop shooting frequencies in my ears? She's backing up as these two other cars are driving out simultaneous, and one of them's white, one of them's silver, and her car is silver. Or her car is a whitey, actually. She's in a whitey SUV. And she's taking off right next to me. And then this silver car is driving out. Is it gonna be another one? Right when he gets to the intersection, the AC outside my apartment turned on, and then another car drove out right after. And it's another silver car, and then it synced with a black car, and then it's gonna sync with another car. It synced with another silver car, or maybe the same silver car from before. I don't know, but it synced with a silver car though. And they're the stalker heads, and then there's no more of them, and then there's another car coming out, and then is he a stalker head? He's a stalker head with another stalker head, and they were both red stalker heads, I think. And they were the stalker heads, and now there's no more stalker heads, and now there's a car again. Is he a stalker head? The AC outside my apartment turned off, synced with him, I think. And now there's no more stalker heads, and then there's nothing, and then stalker heads. But when? But when, and how many of them, and what color are they gonna be? I don't know. Is it gonna be retarded again? Yep. I know that. I saw another car by itself, thank God. This is a good night. I see another car. Is he gonna be by himself? I saw another car by himself. There's hope for the world. My refrigerator is turned off synced, I think. I don't know what it was synced with, but it's always doing it, so it probably synced with me like moving my head or something. Like I'll just lean forward, and then my refrigerator will turn on. There's this other car that drives out, and then right when he gets to the intersection, the AC outside my apartment turns on again. Or whatever that thing is, the AC looking thing. Clown machine. I saw another car by itself now. How many is that? Are we at like 10 cars by themselves now? This is a record. Is everybody quitting being a gang stalker finally? What's happening? Nobody's a gang stalker anymore? This loud car drove out, and then the AC outside my apartment turned off, synced with it, I think. Most likely, because it always does sync, so a car drove out, and then it turned off. so... so, you know... And then it's syncing with this whitey right now as it turns back on, and then there's another car driving out, and then it's gonna sync. Isn't it? Is it gonna sync? I don't know, man. I don't know if it synced or not. I don't know if it drove out right after the white car to sync or what. I don't know if it was a sync hit or not. But I just saw this other car by itself right now. Nice. Whoever all these cars are driving by themselves out here, hit me up. I'm a car that drives by itself too. My neighbor just started talking, and it was synced. With me like leaning back, I think. Me like standing up, I think. Because right at that moment, my neighbor started talking, so I think it was synced again, as always. And it was synced with me standing up. As retarded as that sounds, I think that's exactly what just happened right now. Well, I just saw another car by itself, and I'm gonna close my blinds now because I'm tired of looking out my window right now. But I just wanted to get back on here and talk about more sync things that happen. Because it's just a never-ending story of sync things. A true story. My neighbor just started talking, synced again, I think. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know if I should turn the camera off yet, because like, it's like, what's gonna happen? Like, anything could happen at any moment. Like, there might be a car alarm all of a sudden or something. It's like, shit, I should have kept the camera rolling. But then maybe it'll do it just because I turned the camera off too, you know? So it's like, maybe it doesn't even matter. like, if I sit down right now, maybe a siren will start up. But like, my neighbors just started talking synced right now, though, I think. So, I don't think you can hear that, though, so. I don't know, man. It's just a lot to talk about. It's a lot of things. I hear an engine sound outside right now, I think. Oh yeah, the music in HealthWorks. Like I was saying, that music turned on today synced. The music in HealthWorks is always like the songs are always like starting and ending synced. Like when I go through the door or when I like walk up to the checkout or like when I finish checking out, stuff like that. There'll be a song starting or ending right at that moment. And then they always do stuff like that in my jobs with music. Or just like change the song sync or like stuff like that. Directed conversation lyrics and shit. There's an engine sound right now. That's a stalker, I bet. Syncing up with me finishing my thought. Like, and then like I said the other night, they always sync with like scenes in movies changing, and like they just do too many sync things, man. It's just synced out. It's crazy synced. It's very crazy. It's very crazy. And then, like I said, one night I was listening to the song, and then like right as it gets to this one part of the song, they have stalkers driving by me, and then like if they say like certain lyrics. Like I was listening to Daylight's LA Leakers freestyle one night, and right when he's like, it's a cop out, Pizzagate or pizza cake or whatever he says. He's talking about he's like, yeah, we know it's the PO, it's a cop out, pizza party, Pizzagate or pizza cakers. That part. He's talking about how the cops are the pizza gators. There was all these loud engine sounds outside right at that moment. Like, and then there's this other Daylight song where he's talking about how I'm gonna call 911 when it's the cops killing me. Something like that, the lyrics.
And right at that moment, there's stalkers driving by me on the street. Like they just sync up things with song lyrics like that, and they just sync up things with songs ending, and they and just like all types of crazy shit like that. And then like the other night, I was watching a movie, and then like it's like they sync up with like the audio maybe, or like, cause like it's the robot doing it maybe or something. I don't know. Like, are they watching the movie and they're like I don't know, man. But like it's like this loud part of the scene, you know? It's like the climax of the scene where like they're all arguing, all the characters are arguing. It's like at that moment, I hear my neighbors come in the hallway, and the right as the scene changes to the next scene, I hear them go in their door in the hallway. Like I hear them come in the back door at like the climax of the scene, and then I hear them go in their door when the scene changes to the next scene. And it was like it was synced up with it. It was like it was synced up with like the intense part of the scene, and then it was synced up with the scene changing to the next scene. And then at the start of the movie, there's the opening scene with music playing, and it's Radiohead Creep playing on Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. And right when the song ends, which is also right when the scene ends, I forget what it was, but there's some synced up. There's a truck engine outside or something. And they'll just always sync up things like that. And then like I was making a beat the other day, and they have truck engines outside right when I start making a beat, and then they got truck engines outside right when I finish making the beat. And then like whenever I'm doing stuff like that, whenever I'm like creating like that, they're always like trying to like they're always like flying a plane over me or doing something like that to like throw me to like distract me or whatever. It's just a whole lot of shit. I could write an entire book series on it. But right now it's quiet though. I hear my neighbors talking, but I don't know. It just sounds like they're just talking, but right now it's quiet. I don't hear any truck engines. It's just quiet and peaceful. And I don't want to turn the camera off because I bet if I do, it's gonna get loud again. It's gonna be truck engines outside. Maybe not. Maybe it'll still be quiet. I don't know. But usually, right after I turn the camera off, they got a truck engine outside or something stupid like that. I think right when I turn my camera off, someone might walk out in the hallway all of a sudden.
So I just want to keep the camera on and just enjoy a peace and quiet. Cause it's nice. It's been truck engines all night. But now there's nothing. Nothing. I hear an engine outside. Was he synced with me? I hear like a motorcycle or something, and he's like getting louder. I think he's getting closer. But it started like right when I like leaned back. I think it's a stalker. And the AC outside my apartment turned off, and then I heard a thudding noise in my neighbor apartment. It was probably a stalker thing again. You just always gotta do a stalker thing. They just always gotta do a stalker thing. Like, they just can't sit still, bro. Like, isn't that crazy that, like, I just can't sit here for, like, 5 minutes without a stalker thing popping off? I hear an engine outside. Is it another stalker thing happening? I think it is. I think they just can't sit still again. They just gotta drive the engine by me now. I don't know. I think it's a stalker engine, but I'm done recording now. Y'all have a good night.